When I was young and single, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile, but what I never was.
How many times will we ignore the signs before realizing that fame can be the perfect mask for abuse? Can a man really live two lives? One as a celebrated public figure, the other as a private predator, and still be protected by the very fame that made him untouchable? In a world obsessed with celebrity, how often do we mistake charisma for character and let charm overshadow the truth? People know Russell Brand for his quick wit and quirky charm. His public image combines enlightenment with a touch of ego. He built his career on constant reinvention, transforming from a raunchy movie star to a bold social commentator. It took years for him to reshape his image in the public eye. However, behind the messianic monologues and spiritual posturing, serious allegations have surfaced. Many women have accused him of rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse. These claims now cast a dark cloud over someone once praised for his raw talent. As the investigation continues, it's not just about Russell Brand's past, it's also about who he really is behind the act. Russell Edward Brand was born on June 4, 1975, in Grays, Essex, England. He is a British comedian, actor, author, and media personality who has faced controversy and change throughout his life and career. He has also enjoyed moments of artistic success. Brand grew up as an only child. His parents divorced when he was only 6 months old, leading to a troubled childhood. His mother fought cancer several times while he was growing up, and his father was mostly absent, causing deep emotional scars that shaped his personal struggles and strong public image. Brand's path to stardom began with acting. He joined the Italia Conti Academy of Theatre Arts, but got expelled for being disruptive and using drugs. Addiction took over his early adult life, with heroin and alcohol playing big roles in his decline. He eventually turned to stand-up comedy, a raw and chaotic way to express his pain. His big break came in 2000 when he started performing on the comedy circuit and worked as a video journalist for MTV. In 2001, he got fired after showing up to work dressed as Osama bin Laden, just one day after the September 11th attacks. Despite the missteps, Brand's star continued to rise. In 2004, he became the host of Big Brother's Big Mouth, a spin-off show tied to the reality TV juggernaut Big Brother. His bold humor, flashy style, and surprising charm made him famous in Britain. That year, he premiered his one-man show, Better Now, at the Edinburgh Festival, a personal piece about his journey through addiction and recovery. Brand soon made his mark in Hollywood with his breakout role as Aldous Snow in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Aldous is an egotistical, drug-addled rock star, a role that gained much praise and led to a spin-off film, Get Him to the Greek. He kept busy with key roles, playing Arthur Bach in Arthur and Lonnie Barnett in Rock of Ages. He also voiced Dr. Nefario in the Despicable Me films. During this busy time, Brand wrote My Bookie Wook, a memoir of sex, drugs, and stand-up, an honest bestseller that did well in both the UK and the US. It shared details about his wild past. Next came My Bookie Wook 2. This time it's personal, which dives deeper into his struggles with addiction, fame, and the ongoing search for meaning. The memoirs, laced with dark humor and vulnerability, resonated with readers around the world. Still, controversy seemed to follow Brand wherever he went. In 2008, he resigned from BBC Radio after a public outcry over an offensive prank call made on air with co-host Jonathan Ross. He faced criticism for his bold remarks at public events, such as mocking activist Bob Geldof at an awards ceremony and sharing divisive political views on live TV. In recent years, Brand has dramatically rebranded himself, leaving behind his image as a Hollywood provocateur to become a spiritual guide and a political dissenter. He hosts popular podcasts, Under the Skin and Stay Free, and a well-known YouTube channel, exploring topics like mindfulness, wellness, conspiracy theories, media control, and government overreach. His digital content has gained millions of subscribers, building a loyal fan base, but also attracting critics concerned about his rising influence and message. On the personal front, Brand married pop star Katy Perry in 2010 in a lavish Hindu ceremony in Rajasthan, India. The marriage ended just 14 months later, when Brand filed for divorce through a text message, causing a huge public backlash. In 2017, he married lifestyle blogger Laura Gallagher, and they now have 3 children, marking a more settled, family-focused time in his life. Brand became famous in the early 2000s, known for his bold comedy, strong screen presence, and talent for self-promotion. He was known as much for his acting in films like Get Him to the Greek as he was for his chaotic charm and highly publicized relationships. But now, that legacy is under intense scrutiny. On April 4th, 2025, the Metropolitan Police in London charged Russell Brand with several sexual offenses following an 18-month investigation. The charges come from 4 women, alleging incidents that occurred between 1999 and 2005 in Bournemouth and Westminster, London. Brand, now 50, faces serious charges, including 1 count of rape, 1 count of indecent assault, 1 count of oral rape, and 2 counts of sexual assault. The rape charge comes from a reported incident in Bournemouth in 1999, allegedly occurring after a performance where the victim says she was invited to a private home. The other charges include an indecent assault in Westminster from 2001 and 2 incidents of oral rape and sexual assault in Westminster between 2004 and 2005. The exact details of Brand's relationship with the alleged victims aren't clear, but media reports suggest some were younger fans or had professional ties to him, indicating possible power imbalances. One alleged victim was 16 at the time of the alleged offense. The investigation started in September 2023 after serious allegations were shared by Channel 4's dispatches and the Sunday Times, including interviews with victims and witnesses. Detective Superintendent Andy Furphy from the Metropolitan Police said trained officers are still helping the women and urged anyone with information to step forward. The places where the incidents happened aren't confirmed, but the pattern of claims has drawn more public attention. Brand has denied all accusations, maintaining that all his past sexual relationships were consensual. In a public statement, he admitted to past problems with promiscuity and addiction, but firmly denied any wrongdoing, stating, "What I never was a rapist." Brand will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on May 2nd, 2025. If convicted, he might get a long prison sentence, but details about bail or court restrictions are not available. The Crown Prosecution Service reviewed the evidence before approving the charges and works with the Metropolitan Police. Currently, there are no reports of Brand filing countersuits or taking legal action against the charges. The investigation began in September 2023, sparked by Channel 4's dispatches and the Sunday Times working together to reveal claims of sexual misconduct. In response, Brand has consistently denied all allegations, insisting that all of his relationships were consensual. He has admitted to a past marked by promiscuity and drug use, but insists he never crossed into non-consensual behavior. Brand is scheduled to appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on May 2nd, 2025. The Crown Prosecution Service chose to charge him after reviewing the Metropolitan Police's evidence. The charges have sparked a strong public reaction, starting new talks about accountability, celebrity culture, and balancing justice with the presumption of innocence. Some fans defend him passionately and express disbelief, while others react with shock and disappointment, showing the deep divide Brand has long created. As the legal process continues, Russell Brand's future is uncertain, affecting him both at work and in his personal life. It's unclear if this is the end for a complex public figure, or just another big change. What's clear now is that the story about Brand isn't just about redemption, it's also about reckoning. The Brand's legal team hasn't released a full statement yet, but he is expected to enter a plea during his court appearance on May 2nd, 2025. If found guilty, the worst charges could lead to life in prison. Bail conditions and travel restrictions are not disclosed, but the case has caused major public fallout. Some media platforms have stopped working with Brand, and the debate online continues about celebrity culture, power dynamics, and accountability. Brand's future is uncertain as the legal process continues, affecting not only his career but also his public identity. What used to be viewed as quirky and innovative now faces tough scrutiny. Fans and critics must now ask, who is Russell Brand when the show is over?